All right, the snow's melting. The roads are turning muddy. I could go practice hiking and slop and get used to hiking in places like Vermont, or I could make me some more food for hiking. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a couple different freeze-dried meals and get them ready for our upcoming trip. So the first meal I'm going to start out with is scrambled eggs with sausage and bacon. It's one of my favorites when I'm camping. Wake up early and have a nice warm breakfast to get your day started. So we've got a pound of ground pork and about 5 strips of thick cut bacon, all chopped up and ready to cook. Okay, I strained my meat. I go one step further when I'm freeze drying foods, and I rinse my meat to get as much of the fat out of there as I can. Fats, when you freeze dry foods, doesn't come out of the food and will go rancid. So as much of the fat as I can get out of the food, the better preserved the food will be. While the eggs are cooking, I'm going to start my second meal, which is going to be tater tot and green bean casserole. Alright, got the tater tots on, got the oven preheated to 350. Going to cook that at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And then I will add some cheese and get it in the freeze dryer. Alright, so I'm in a hurry. I've got regular life things still going on, basketball games tonight. So I'm going to hurry up and get this on trays and get it in the freeze dryer. So I didn't let the cheese melt all the way, but that'll be fine. Alright, the food is loaded into the freeze dryer and ready to go. I don't know if you'll be able to see the screen or not with the glare. But first we load the food into the freeze dryer, close the drain valve, and then do not mix frozen food with non-frozen food. Got to close the drain valve that's back here. It's closed. And then we will continue. From there, the freeze dryer does all the work, and in about 24 to 30 hours, it'll be ready to package. So it's been about 32 hours and a little extra since I put this stuff in the freeze dryer. It is done. Just waiting on the trays to warm now. Probably got done about 6 hours ago, but it was in the middle of the night and I wasn't getting up to package it in the middle of the night, so just waited until this morning. And here is the completed tater tot casserole, scrambled eggs, and I've got 12 Mylar bags set up to fill. I ended up with a pint-sized Mylar bag. I started out with the quart size when I first started freeze drying, but soon found out that the pint size was a better fit for the amount of food that I want for a meal, and it's less packaging, and I can fit as much in a pint size as the quart size, so I ended up going with the pint size. I'm going to go ahead and fill these bags and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I ended up with 6 scrambled eggs and 7 tater tot casserole meals. I'm now going to put these oxygen absorber packs in there. I like to do this process fairly fast to get the bag sealed, so that these things are so dry they're craving moisture, so they'll pull moisture out of the air if you let it sit out too long. So I do it within like 10-15 minutes of pulling it from the machine. I have it all packaged and sealed. So that's the sealer back behind. I will be putting the oxygen absorber in there, closing the bags, and then sealing them, and then I will label them right after that. So it's all packaged up and gonna go in with all my other hiker foods. Take a look here. So we got like stroganoff with green peppers and mushrooms. Same thing. We got rice-a-roni with beef. That's really good. Just something quick to make that eats really well on this trail. Got a Mexican skillet in there. That goes good. It's a rice and beans and hamburger with some chili seasoning, and if you add some Doritos, it makes a really good meal. So just get that in there with the rest of the meals, so my wife knows where to go to grab me some stuff if she needs to resupply.